Compatibility is the degree to which an environment supports the behavior it requires, not the behavior it wants, not the behavior it expects, the behavior it demands. Most systems never measure compatibility. They measure compliance, they measure performance, they measure outcomes. But none of those metrics matter if the environment is incompatible with the behavior it's asking for. Episode 13 is where we expose the architectural truth behind stability. Behavior is not about willingness, it's about fit. Every environment requires behavior. Some require quiet, some require focus, some require waiting, some require collaboration, some require regulation. Compatibility asks one question: can the environment support the behavior it demands? When the answer is yes, behavior becomes predictable. When the answer is no, behavior becomes compensatory. Compatibility determines how much effort regulation requires, how much load the environment carries, how much load the person carries, how stable the system becomes, how fragile the system becomes. Most systems assume compatibility. Behavioral architecture evaluates it. Because behavior is not the test of the person, it is a test of the environment. Every environment has behavioral requirements, the actions necessary for the space to function. Behavioral requirements include sitting still, waiting, transitioning, listening, collaborating, self-regulating, following directions, tolerating proximity. These requirements are often invisible. Systems assume people should be able to do them. But should is not architecture. Should is the expectation. Compatibility asks, does the environment make this requirement possible for the nervous system that must perform it? If the requirement is high and compatibility is low, behavior becomes unstable. If the requirement is high and compatibility is high, behavior becomes predictable. Compatibility is the alignment between demand and design. When environments are incompatible, the nervous system compensates. Compensation looks like fidgeting, scanning, avoidance, escalation, shutdown, impulsivity, withdrawal, defiance. These are not behaviors. These are adaptations. They are the nervous system's attempt to survive an incompatible environment. Incompatibility increases cognitive load, sensory load, emotional load, behavioral load, transitional load. This is why some people struggle in certain spaces and thrive in others. It's not about personality. It's compatibility. People don't fail environments. Environments scale compatibility. Compatibility can be mapped. It is not subjective. It is architectural. The compatibility map includes sensory compatibility, cognitive compatibility, emotional compatibility, behavioral compatibility, transitional compatibility, relational compatibility. When the map is aligned, the environment supports the nervous system. When the map is misaligned, the nervous system supports the environment. And that is where the collapse begins. Compatibility mapping reveals why certain rooms escalate, why certain tasks fail, why certain transitions break, why certain people struggle, why certain systems burn out. Compatibility is not a preference. It is a structural requirement. Compatibility can be redesigned, not by changing people, by changing environments. Redesign focuses on reducing sensory load, clarifying pathways, stabilizing position, regulating pacing, simplifying transitions, aligning expectations, adjusting relational distance. When compatibility increases, effort decreases. When effort decreases, regulation increases. When regulation increases, behavior stabilizes. Compatibility is the fastest way to reduce behavioral volatility without increasing staff effort. Because compatibility is not about control. It's about alignment. Once you understand compatibility, you stop asking, why can't they do this? And you start asking, what is the environment demanding that their nervous system cannot sustain? That shift is the beginning of architectural precision. Because once you see the mismatch, you can correct it. And once you correct it, behavior becomes predictable. Compatibility makes stability structural, not effort-based, not punitive, not fragile, structural. In episode 14, we move into environmental memory. How spaces teach the nervous system what to expect. Because compatibility is the fit, memory is the imprint. And together, they determine whether environments stabilize or destabilize the people they hold. This is the Behavioral Architecture Institute. And this is the discipline based on one truth. Behavior is not the starting point. Design is.